Good morning, afternoon, evening, friends and family, loved ones. This is your friend Kelly, and I got a little video for that. I picked up knives yesterday from my friend Jason at North Florida EDC Knives, and I'm going to go over what I picked up because a few of them were not planned. One that was planned because I had him pick it up from me at Blade Show was the TKL Melissa Backwoods, Melissa Miller, whatever you wish to call her, collaboration that came with the patch, the TKL, and the warning. Now, this knife came with the copper skills with the copper turned screws, and I just don't want to mess these up. So I took them off and put purple scales on it and paracord because of course it's a 3-finger knife, so it really needs a little bit extra, and since I was doing it anyway, I put a bead on it. Yes, I have an odd looking, evil looking bead that I really like. And next I'm going to sit there and set it up with a paracord with a the quick release snaps, so that way I can carry it around my neck along with my piranha, which I redid my piranha because I got scales for it also and put red and black scales on it, and I need to do lanyard for it and redo the neck for that. So, and of course this one comes with one of her cards that doesn't show real well because it's kind of, there we go, it's foil, so it's reflective. And this was the Nitro V version that I got, number 22 of 100, and she signed that also. And of course it comes with the Ballistol little pack, their Panther, the Black Panther, their little cat sticker that they made special, the Be Less Dumb Band-Aids, so that all comes together. And she also personalized it to Kelly from Melissa Backwoods. So that's awesome. I mean, I really love that. I love the knife better. I love the shape, and my husband's looking at that and he's like, I really like that shape. Yeah, you're not getting it, sorry babe. But maybe eventually we'll get him one also. But these are small EDC knives, which most of you know, for the most part, are usually 3-finger knives. But a lanyard really takes care of that and gives your pinky something to grip onto. So if you don't know how to do a lanyard, I did do a video. I think it was my first one, so I may redo it. When I didn't have a good microphone, it was just using the computer microphone or the camera microphone instead of a real microphone. So I think I've got that more or less situated out when I actually speak properly. But I might redo it and show you guys how to do that again. But that was the first thing I picked up, which I had already paid him for when he got it. He's like, wait until I get it and then you can pay me. And I was like, okay, because I was going to prepay him. And he's like, nope, nope. And by the way, with him, I have an affiliate link, and I will put it in the description. And if you use my link to go to his site, which he already has good pricing on his stuff, because he's just a small little knife guy. He has a real job elsewhere, but he's doing this on the side. But if you use my link, you also save another 10% on top of that. I'm just saying, if you find something that you want, you might want to use my link. So, my one and only affiliate link. When I was there, Brian usually visits him. I don't usually go, and it's dangerous when I go with him because then we buy more stuff. Hence, the little stack I got going here. He had a sample of a QSP fixed blade. The Canary with the copper infused. This is one it is really small. This is barely 3 fingers. And the way they have it set up, the hole is almost too far away. You can barely see with the light reflection. I'm sorry, because of it being shiny. Right there's where the screw. I don't know. I'm assuming with sample it means it's kind of like a prototype. I would suggest they maybe move the screws in a little bit more and just do like 2 holes, and then have a hole here on the back for a lanyard. If they even pay attention to me, I'm a nobody, so probably not. But just to be able to, I mean, because that's kind of a distance. I mean, that's a finger width. That's almost an inch from the end. Not that it's that big of a deal. I mean, you figure that ain't much difference right there. That's probably about the same. I'm just thinking aesthetically with the screws on either side, it might work better. Might not. I mean, like I said, that's me. But I picked this up. I had been looking at it, honestly, probably for a month, debating on getting it, and yeah, I'm going to get it. And of course, Jason was laughing. He goes, oh, and it comes with the lovely little thing to carry, to do it around your neck. And I'm like, yeah, I think I'll do my paracord. If I ever decide to carry it, I'll do one of my paracord attachments to it and use that to wear it around the neck. I'll leave it out so that way we can have it to look at. But there's that. And let's see if I can get it to see the canary sample. That says new version sample. So then I won a North Mountain Blades knife. Really liked it. Brian liked it. He picked up another knife that was the, I forget what it's called, but it's one that has the sculpted handles. That's kind of a thicker boy. He really likes it. And I'm like, I like the one that I got. Actually, I got mine from Sever 7. My win. And then I decided to get the chop house. The chop house. I've got steak on the brain. With the carbon fiber that Jason had, because I kept looking at it, and I mean, I've been looking at it for a while, and I'm like, you know, they make a good knife, and they're not break the bank. They're decent priced. With the SLD Magics, you know, they do a good job. Whoever it is that OEM their stuff for them, they really are nice, and it fits the hand well. And the action with that button lock, I love it, hate the button lock. It does do good. This one doesn't have any stick yet, knock on wood. That was another item that we picked up. And it's just one of those things. One thing rolls into the other and the other. And then Brian, most of you know that I made a trade with somebody in the community, and I got his Rex 121 Spyderco. That was the one with the G10 scales. And Jason had the one with the FRN scales. So, and that's another, come on. Sorry, it's probably focusing on my hand more on the box. With all the lighting and stuff, you can't see it. But it's the Sage 5 Burnt Orange FRN Rex 121 PE. And Jason also gave me a black clip that I can use if we want to change out clips depending on what we do scale wise, because Brian did mention that he would like to get a different scale, because me and him, neither one are big fans of the FRN. You know, for a nice knife with great steel, why you put the cheap scales on it? I mean, come on. But the action out of the box is awesome. I think the made in Taiwan, that's at least what Chris has always said, their action is much better right from the get-go than even the U.S. made ones. And I honestly, I have to agree with him, because the few U.S. made ones don't come out of the box like this. I mean, anybody that knows these, they come on washers. They're not on bearings. But, you know, with me getting the one with the Rex 121 with the G10 scales, Brian was like, you know, we don't really have any nice, super nice steel blades. And, you know, I think pretty much, yes, we have some S90, we have the S45, the S35, the gamut, a couple crew wear, only a couple, but still, when you consider any of those to this, it's a huge difference. So it's one of those things. He's like, that way we both each have one, a good steel knife for each of us. So we picked that up. Now, anybody else that follows my videos and have seen my previous videos, they know I got a set of jade scales for the TRM Atom. And honestly, was going to color these probably blue for my husband and put them on his Atom that he has, just the standard, was it the blue carbon fiber or I think it might have been the carbon fiber scales that came on it. Just so he had something different, because we were looking at buying other scales, and almost for the price of the scales, for a little bit more, you could buy another knife. So these will probably maybe end up being turned purple, because I may end up with his. Well, I know I probably will end up with his, since I don't have an Atom. We picked up, I didn't put this back in the bag, the one with the blue mixed in with the carbon fiber with the scales while we were there. I was like, if you want it, you can get it. This is a lot bigger knife. I have the Neutron 2. I love my Neutron 2. It's perfect fit. This doesn't fit bad. That's why I'm debating on whether or not to color the scales and put on it, or see if we decide to keep it, which we probably will. Just because I don't have one, I will probably keep this. And it's a little bit bigger than I prefer, but it's not like I don't have other big knives that I carry or hold. It's not way bigger. You know, when I choke up on it, yes, got probably 1.5 to 2 inches right there. But they're such a good knife, I almost hate to use it as trade bait or to sell it or anything like that. So this will probably stay with me. And that was what I got from my friend Jason. And like I said, he's a really great guy. I love him to death. He definitely does a good job. I'm surprised he doesn't sell more knives off of his thing, and I'm hoping that eventually people will realize he's there. I know a lot of people are leery of buying knives from a small company that they don't know who it is, because is it one of those fly-by-night companies that just take your money and run? He's not. I mean, I'll vouch for him all day long. It's not an issue. He's a good guy, and if God forbid anything happens, he will take care of you. But like I said, the link will be in the bottom, in the description, to his thing, and it'll save you an additional 10%. There's no code that you have to put in. He says it should populate automatically. If there's an issue, get with him and say, hey, it's not giving me the 10%. I used the link from Kelly's video, you know, so on and so forth. But he went to Blade Show, obviously, since he got me my TCAL knife. And he met some of the people there, like some of them he was questionable about. And that's not necessarily people we know and love, but I think some people can be jerks, and other people he actually likes. So that's other people consider jerks. So it's how you hit and how you talk. I mean, unfortunately, a lot of times with foreign people that are from different countries, they look at things a little different. They don't understand our sarcasm or our comments or our slang, and they take it too literally a lot of times, or we take them too literally, and that causes issues. I mean, I always try to give somebody the benefit of the doubt. until they keep doing the same thing over and over again, and I say something to them and it's like, they're like, oh well, then I know they're doing it on purpose. So it is what it is. But you figure T-Kill, the QSP Canary, the North Mountain Chop, the Spyderco Sage 5 with the Rex 121 in Rex 121, and the TRM Atom. So that's a good haul, more than I was wanting to spend out, because we spent a lot of money here the last week or two, but it is what it is. So tell me what you think of my little haul from North Florida Knives. Was that a pretty good deal? I think so. I will enjoy these wholeheartedly, and so will my husband, what he gets. But thank you for looking at my video and watching it. Hopefully you liked the little grab bag of items we ended up buying, and I appreciate you. Hit the like and subscribe, and many hugs, many kisses, much love. Your friend Kelly. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.